Imagine you're building a house, a place where you feel safe, protected, and free to be yourself. What would happen if you left the doors wide open, allowing anyone to walk in uninvited? That house would no longer feel like a sanctuary. It would feel exposed, vulnerable. The same principle applies to your life. In 2025, we live in a world where our thoughts, choices, and personal moments are often on display for the world to see. But here's the truth: not everything is meant for everyone. Privacy isn't about secrecy, it's about intentionality. It's about choosing what parts of your life deserve to remain sacred, shielded from outside judgment or interference. Today, we'll uncover the 6 things you must keep private in 2025. These aren't just rules, they're boundaries that protect your peace, your purpose, and your power. Because when you guard what matters most, you create space to grow, thrive, and focus on what truly makes you fulfilled. So let's dive in and discover how keeping some things private can unlock the freedom you've been searching for. When you have a goal or plan that excites you, it's natural to want to share it with others. But often, the more we talk about our ambitions, the more we invite unnecessary opinions, doubts, and distractions into the equation. Sharing your plans too early can expose them to criticism or skepticism that may derail your focus or shake your confidence. Even well-meaning advice from friends or family can sometimes unintentionally plant seeds of uncertainty, leading you to question your path. Your vision is like a seed in its early stages of growth. Before it becomes a strong tree, it needs to be nurtured and protected from harsh elements. Sharing your goals prematurely is like exposing that seed to harsh weather before it's ready. It can stunt its growth or worse, destroy its potential. When you keep your goals private, you create a safe space to work on them without external interference. This privacy allows you to experiment, make mistakes, and refine your strategy without feeling the pressure of others watching or judging your progress. Moreover, talking too much about your plans can create a false sense of accomplishment. When you announce your intentions, your brain sometimes rewards you with a feeling of achievement simply because you've shared them. This can reduce the motivation to take real, tangible steps toward your goals. By keeping your plans private, you channel that energy into action rather than conversation. Privacy also enables you to stay adaptable. Goals often evolve as you gain new insights or encounter challenges. If you've shared too much, you might feel obligated to stick to a path that no longer feels right, just to meet others' expectations. Keeping your vision to yourself gives you the freedom to pivot without explanation. Your financial information: safeguard your assets and financial decisions. Money is a sensitive topic, and sharing too much about your financial situation can lead to unnecessary complications. When people know too much about your income, savings, or investments, it can invite judgment, envy, or unsolicited advice that may not align with your goals. It's important to recognize that your financial decisions are personal and should be managed in a way that suits your circumstances and priorities, not influenced by outside opinions or comparisons. Disclosing your financial information can also make you vulnerable to exploitation or manipulation. For instance, sharing your income or wealth could attract individuals with ulterior motives, whether that's attempting to take advantage of your generosity or leveraging your resources for their own benefit. Additionally, in professional or social settings, revealing too much about your financial status can inadvertently create power dynamics that impact relationships. When prevented by resolutions, Another reason to keep financial matters private is the pressure it can place on you. When others are aware of your financial goals or spending habits, it might lead to unwelcome scrutiny or criticism. People may question your choices, whether it's about your investments, purchases, or lifestyle, creating unnecessary stress and distraction. By maintaining discretion, you retain control over your financial journey without feeling the need to justify your decisions. Privacy in financial matters also helps protect against risks such as fraud or identity theft. Sharing details like your income, debts, or investments with the wrong people could expose you to scams or misuse of your personal information. Staying vigilant and selective about what you disclose ensures that your financial health remains secure. Ultimately, your financial situation is a deeply personal aspect of your life. By safeguarding this information, you create space to focus on your goals and manage your resources without external interference. Your relationship issues. Keep personal matters private to preserve trust. Every relationship, whether romantic, familial, or platonic, thrives on trust, respect, and communication. When issues arise, it's natural to seek support or advice. But sharing personal details with too many people can harm the very foundation of that relationship. Conflict and misunderstandings are normal, but when you involve outsiders, you risk misrepresentation, judgment, and even unnecessary escalation of the situation. Discussing relationship problems with people who aren't directly involved can create a narrative that's one-sided or incomplete. Others might form opinions or take sides without understanding the full context, which can lead to tension or further complicate matters. What's more, once a private issue is shared publicly, it becomes difficult to retract or control how it's perceived, even if the situation is resolved. Keeping relationship challenges private also preserves the dignity and respect of all parties involved. When you air grievances about a partner, family member, or friend, it can damage their reputation in the eyes of others, even after the issue is resolved. Those hurt feelings and perceptions can linger long after the conflict itself has been addressed, potentially straining relationships with mutual friends or family. Privacy provides a safe environment to address conflicts directly with the person involved. It allows for open, honest communication without the influence of external opinions or pressure. When you keep your challenges private, you demonstrate respect for the relationship and create a space where issues can be resolved constructively rather than being fueled by external biases. By choosing discretion, you also protect yourself from the added stress of managing outside perceptions or judgments. Working through problems in private strengthens your ability to resolve conflicts independently, fostering growth and resilience in the relationship. This creates a foundation built on mutual trust, respect, and understanding. Here, next move. Let actions speak louder than words. Sharing your next move prematurely can dilute its impact and potentially hinder your progress. When you reveal your plans too early, you open yourself up to scrutiny, doubt, and unsolicited opinions that may discourage or distract you from your original intent. Not everyone will understand your vision or see the possibilities as you do, and their skepticism can plant seeds of doubt where confidence should grow. Talking about your next steps before they materialize can also create unnecessary pressure. The moment you announce your intentions, people begin to form expectations, consciously or unconsciously. This pressure can lead you to focus more on meeting those external expectations than on staying true to your path. Furthermore, it adds the risk of being judged harshly if things don't go as planned. Keeping your plans private allows you to work in silence, free from the noise of outside opinions. It gives you the freedom to experiment, adapt, and make mistakes without fear of judgment. When your next move is only known to you, it becomes easier to stay focused and channel all your energy into execution rather than explanation. Additionally, privacy creates an element of surprise and power. When people don't know your next steps, they can't predict or undermine them. Your actions, when revealed at the right time, carry far more weight and credibility than any words or announcements ever could. It's not about being secretive for the sake of it. It's about ensuring that your efforts are fully formed and impactful when they come to light. By letting your results speak for themselves, you maintain control over your narrative and the timing of how it unfolds. This approach not only protects your plans, but also amplifies their success when they are finally revealed. Your family problems resolve conflict privately, not publicly. Every family faces challenges, disagreements, and moments of tension. These are natural and in many ways essential for growth and understanding. However, when these issues are shared outside the family, it can complicate matters, create misunderstandings, and even damage relationships. Family conflicts are often nuanced and deeply personal, making them difficult for outsiders to fully grasp. It is not just that people do things the way they do. It is not just that people do things the Sharing family problems with others can lead to unsolicited advice that may not align with the dynamics or values of your family. Friends, coworkers, or acquaintances, no matter how well-intentioned, may lack the context needed to provide constructive input. Their advice could unintentionally escalate tensions rather than help resolve them. Their value may mean the difference between being able to absorb their differences and spilling over into perfectionism. Additionally, once family matters are exposed to outside circles, it becomes challenging to control how they are perceived or discussed further, potentially leading to gossip or judgment. Keeping family issues private also protects the dignity of everyone involved. Airing grievances publicly can harm relationships and create long-lasting resentment. Even after the conflict is resolved within the family, the external perceptions formed during the dispute can linger and strain interactions with others. Privacy ensures that the family dynamic remains intact and shields loved ones from unnecessary embarrassment or scrutiny. Resolving conflicts privately allows for open, honest, and empathetic communication among family members. It creates a safe environment where people can express themselves without fear of external judgment. This approach fosters trust and unity within the family, even in times of disagreement. Privacy also provides the space to approach issues constructively, focusing on solutions rather than defending actions or justifying behavior to outsiders. By keeping family problems within the family, you strengthen the bonds that matter most. Challenges can then become opportunities for growth and deeper connection rather than sources of division or public spectacle. Your good deeds. True kindness doesn't seek recognition. In a world that often praises the loudest voices and most visible actions, it can be tempting to share the good you're doing, hoping for recognition or validation. However, the true power of kindness lies in its ability to remain humble and unrecognized. When you perform good deeds in private, you maintain the purity of your intentions and the authenticity of your actions. Acceptance is the key. Self-love is the answer to living in a world without anger. Seeking recognition for your kindness can lead to a sense of expectation. Once you've shared your good deeds, there may be an unspoken pressure to continue to perform at that level or to outdo yourself for the sake of admiration. This can dilute the sincerity of your actions, turning them into a performance rather than an act of genuine care or generosity. Moreover, when you keep your good deeds private, you remove the possibility of others using your kindness as a tool for their own agendas. Some people may appreciate your generosity, while others may see it as a means to manipulate or control. Keeping your actions to yourself ensures they are done for the right reasons, because you truly care and want to make a difference, not for any external reward or acknowledgement. By choosing discretion, you allow the impact of your good deeds to remain with the recipients rather than with an audience. The true reward comes not from the praise of others, but from the knowledge that you have made someone else's life better without the need for recognition. When kindness is shared without fanfare, it becomes a genuine reflection of your character and a source of fulfillment. Josh, your personal struggles share with those who genuinely support you. Everyone faces challenges, whether emotional, mental, or personal, at some point in their lives. It's essential to acknowledge and address these struggles, but it's equally important to be selective about who you share them with. Vulnerability can be a powerful tool for connection, but when you expose your struggles to the wrong people, it can lead to invalidation, judgment, or even exploitation. Opening up to those who genuinely understand and support you is vital for emotional healing. These people offer a safe space where you can express yourself without fear of being misunderstood or criticized. They provide the empathy and compassion needed to navigate difficult times without turning your personal struggles into gossip or judgment. However, sharing too widely or with people who don't have your best interests at heart can compound your difficulties. Sometimes, individuals may offer unsolicited advice or criticism that only adds to your stress rather than providing comfort. Worse, personal struggles shared with those who lack the capacity or empathy to help may result in emotional leakage, leaving you feeling more drained and unsupported. It's also important to remember that your struggles are a reflection of your growth and resilience. By sharing them selectively, you maintain control over your narrative. You can choose when, how, and with whom you're ready to talk about what you're going through. This ensures that your journey remains your own, rather than something that's colored by others' opinions or judgments. So, choosing privacy and dealing with personal struggles doesn't mean isolating yourself. It's about creating boundaries that protect your emotional well-being and allow you to work through challenges in a way that feels empowering and safe. Your inner circle conversations. Honor confidentiality in close relationships. The conversations you have with those closest to you are often the most personal and vulnerable. These are the people who know you deeply, and understand your values, dreams, and fears. It's crucial to honor the confidentiality of these discussions, as they are built on trust and respect. When you share something in confidence with someone in your inner circle, you are entrusting them with a part of yourself that is not meant to be shared with others. Breaking that trust by sharing intimate details of your inner circle, conversations with outsiders can cause significant harm. It may create rifts in relationships, making others feel betrayed or exposed. Once trust is broken, it's challenging to rebuild, and the damage to your reputation and your relationships can be long-lasting. Confidentiality also creates an environment where you and your inner circle can be completely open with each other. Without fear of judgment or exposure, people are more likely to share their true selves, knowing their vulnerabilities are safe. This fosters deeper connections and stronger bonds, which are essential for long-term, supportive relationships. Additionally, respecting confidentiality maintains the integrity of the conversations themselves. Sometimes people share sensitive information to gain insight, perspective, or simply to be heard. If these private moments are shared outside the circle, they can lose their meaning and impact. What was once an act of trust becomes a potential source of gossip or misunderstanding. By keeping the discussions within your inner circle private, you show respect not only for the people involved, but also for the relationships themselves. This boundary keeps your connection strong and healthy, allowing for honest and supportive interferences that remain untainted by external interference. Your health information, share selectively to avoid unnecessary scrutiny. Your health is deeply personal, and the decisions you make regarding it should remain within your control. While it's important to seek support from trusted individuals when facing health challenges, sharing your health information too widely can open the door to unwanted opinions, judgments, or even misinformation. Health is not a one-size-fits-all matter, and others may not fully understand your unique situation, leading them to offer advice or suggestions that might not be helpful. Exposing details of your health can also lead to unnecessary scrutiny. People may start to question your choices, second-guess your decisions, or even treat you differently based on what they think they know about your condition. This can add stress and confusion to an already difficult situation. By sharing only with those who need to know, or those you trust implicitly, you avoid the added pressure of managing others' expectations or dealing with their unsolicited input. Another reason to keep your health information private is to protect your privacy and autonomy. When you reveal too much, it can invite unwanted attention or assumptions. For instance, revealing a medical diagnosis or mental health struggle may lead to others treating you based on those labels rather than seeing you as a whole person. You should be allowed the freedom to define your health journey, how you address it, and with whom you share it. By being selective about who knows about your health, you also ensure that your support network is both informed and supportive in the way you need it to be. Sharing health information selectively creates space for honest conversations while also shielding you from external pressure or unnecessary complications. This enables you to focus on what matters most: your well-being, without the distraction of judgment or misunderstanding. Self-improvement is illegal by design. This enables you to focus on what matters most: your well-being, without the distraction of judgment or misunderstanding. Your weaknesses, work on them quietly, and reveal strength over time. Everyone has weaknesses, areas in which they struggle or feel less confident. Acknowledging and addressing these weaknesses is a crucial part of personal growth. However, revealing them to others before you've had the chance to work on them can invite pity, criticism, or even exploitation. When you keep your weaknesses private, you retain control over how they are handled and prevent them from being used against you. Hmm. Hmm. By focusing on improving your weaknesses in private, you allow yourself the space to learn, grow, and make progress without the pressure of others' expectations or judgments. Working quietly on your weaknesses allows you to make mistakes, experiment with solutions, and adjust your approach without fear of failure being exposed to others. It's a process of trial and error that builds confidence and skill over time. Furthermore, revealing weaknesses too early can make you feel vulnerable in ways that hinder your progress. It might lead to others offering unsolicited advice or focusing too much on what you haven't yet mastered, rather than celebrating the steps you've already taken to improve. By keeping your journey to yourself, you protect your sense of self-worth and stay motivated by your own growth rather than seeking validation from others. Over time, as you work on your weaknesses, you'll begin to demonstrate strength through your actions. The progress you make will speak for itself, and others will recognize your growth without the need for you to announce or explain it. Revealing strength over time shows resilience, dedication, and the ability to overcome challenges, all of which build your credibility and confidence. By working quietly on your weaknesses, you transform them into powerful strengths, all without the burden of external judgment. In a world where everything is constantly shared, it's important to remember that privacy is not a sign of secrecy, but a powerful tool for growth and protection. By keeping certain aspects of your life private, you create the space to nurture your vision, protect your peace, and strengthen your relationships without the interference of external expectations or judgments. Footnote: this video is actually recorded in practice at work and uses a part of the video as a shared project. When you choose what to keep private, you safeguard your goals, your financial decisions, your personal struggles, and your most intimate relationships. You preserve the integrity of your character and build a life based on your own principles and choices, not on the opinions of others. Privacy gives you the freedom to evolve quietly, to work on your weaknesses without fear of failure, and to celebrate your successes when the time is right. It allows you to move through the world with confidence, knowing that the most important parts of your journey are yours to define and protect. So, as we move through 2025 and beyond, remember, not everything needs to be shared. Some things are meant to be kept private, not because they are unimportant, but because they are too valuable to be diluted by the noise around us. Keep the things that matter most to you close and let them grow into something extraordinary. C. Team identification and conspiracy.